So it's a lot more to doing a podcast or promoting your business than actually just posting. There's so much more that goes with that. Hi, my name is Earl Hall. Welcome into the Earl Hall Show. Today I'm going to be talking about what are the things that can actually help you promote your business through podcasting or content creation. You got to understand just a few things here. No one knows who it is that you actually are until they know who it is that you are. And how will they know who you are unless they're consuming your content? So if you're only doing simple things like posting, clips on Facebook or podcasts on Facebook, content creation, you're posting on Instagram, you're posting on all the different social media platforms, even uploading YouTube videos, you've got to be found. And there's a way to actually do that. One of the things also I want to talk about in this episode of the Earl Hall Show is how you can stop being scammed by coaches. It's one of the things, and whether we're talking about coaches, online courses, the whole nine with that, you've got to be very cognizant of what is actually involved in getting you to take out your credit card and actually pay them. It's one of the big things. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to give you a full-blown video on how you're actually being manipulated and some of the things that it takes to actually be one of those people that are online coaches or selling products and services or courses, things of that nature for high ticket dollars. We're talking $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, and people are paying for these things right out of the gate. So I want to expose some of that to you. But even as we get into what you need to understand about posting your content above and beyond just posting your content, being an entrepreneur in today's world can be extremely overwhelming with all of the ads that we see, with even the content that we consume. A lot of times we wind up in a bubble, and that bubble it usually has something to do with the people that we're following. We gravitate towards them. We like their content. We believe that they have an answer that we don't have. And that may be part of the problem as well. Now, there are some good coaches out there. There are some good products out there and services and courses that actually can move the needle for you. But so many times when we're in this bubble of who it is that we're consuming and what it is that we're consuming, it can get very manipulative. And over time, and if you've ever whipped out your credit card for $5,000 or $10K or $20K, and you've been sorely disappointed with what has happened after the purchase, you didn't get what was promised. You may not have gotten the understanding that you thought you would get, but you've been consuming this person, these people, maybe for a period of time, like a month, 3 months, 6 months, even over a year. But let me just tell you this, when it comes to you being an entrepreneur in today's world, one of the things that you have to actually be able to rely on. Now, there's a couple of things here. You need to be able to rely on the experience that you already have with doing the thing it is that you're doing. Now, if you're trying to do something you've never done before, this can get kind of tricky. Now, the basics of podcasting and content creation, they're always going to be there. You have to have a camera. You have to have a microphone. You have to have a solution to someone's problem. And those things, actually, two of them are found right here on your smartphone. You've got a camera. You've got a microphone. Now all you have to bring is the solution to your problem. And when you have the ability to do that, you've got a lot. There's a lot that you have to offer people if you just know how to get in front of those people. That is really the magic chore with this, because as long as you're able to get in front of people, you're able to do things in a manner that is going to attract those folks in and actually keep them in, because they feel like you actually know what it is that you're talking about. Now, this is regardless of whether you have a product, you have a service that you offer to people, even like inside of Earl Hall Studio. The different products and services that we offer here, it's because this is actually what I know how to do. It's not a thing of where so many people you see online, you've got 21-year-old life coaches, really? You've got business moguls that have never actually built a business, but they've built a business based on telling you that they can show you how to build one. These things are deceptive. And when it comes down to posting, a lot of these folks that are manipulative, they're masterful at it, right? They know exactly what to say, how to say it, because there's actually a method to that madness that takes many of us down rabbit holes. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've gone down over my 25 years in being online, right? As far as producing videos, making content, podcasting, all of that. I have drank the Kool-Aid so many different times because I thought, and you may think this way as well, that you're less than the person that you're watching on screen. You're not less than the person you're watching on screen. You're not less than me. You're not less than anyone else's content that you're consuming. But so many times we feel that way, and we feel like there's some sort of answer, especially if our businesses aren't going the way that we actually want them to go. We may feel that we're less than. And so then we start whipping out the credit card. We start buying things. We start buying different apps. We start buying different tools, logging into different websites and all these different things because we feel like if we don't have those things, and we're being told that if we don't have these things, we're not going to succeed. And there is a way, definitely a way, that you can curb a lot of these things. And really it comes down to patience. It comes down to looking at actual things that are really working, not being in a manipulative way, but actually just a simple common sense way. When I think about the money that I've spent on different platforms in regards to tools that I use, and so many times the tools that I use, I can have 4 tools, all of them pretty much do the same thing. I just felt like, oh, well, this one can do this little piece better. This one can do this little piece better. Well, when you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you're trying to get the message out there about what it is that you do, you trying to copy someone that is, I'll just call it really fancy, can be a detriment to you. Because the thing that I found out is that it's not about the fanciness of what it is that you do. It's just not. It is about the value that you bring through the content that you produce, the words that you say, not the flashy videos, not the flashy studios, all of that is fine and good if you have the ability to do that. But when you're listening to someone tell you that you have to have all of those things to be able to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, do you know how many folks are out here making videos just on their smartphone? I mean, just the smartphone, driving in their car, sitting at the park, sitting in their kitchen, and people are consuming that content. No flashy editing at all. No flashy editing at all. Just a message that people resonate with, and they're willing to consume that message. And it's so strange because there are simple tools that you can use. And I'm a big podcast guy, whether it's audio or video. And one of the simple tools that I like to use, and I'm going to show this to you here, is Riverside. And there's going to be a link in the description to show you exactly how to get to Riverside and how to download it. It's not expensive at all. But this gives me the ability to not only record videos. I'm recording the video on Riverside right now, right? The platform that I use. Link is in the description if you want to go ahead and grab it as well. I record my videos. I do live streams. And the way that it is able to do what it does is utterly amazing. So let's get into exactly why I use Riverside, what Riverside is, and how it is that you can utilize it to help you go above and beyond just posting. Now, what you're looking at here is my Riverside studio. Well, dashboard is what it's called here. This is where every time I record a video, every time I do a live stream, it pops up here and I'm able to go in and do some amazing things with it. I've got a tremendous library of videos here, But when I tell you that this is a way to go above and beyond just posting, it really is. So I did an interview. Actually, this was just yesterday with a good friend of mine, Cyrus Webb. Now, this is the actual place where a lot of the magic happens. So if I go into the actual video here, I want you to see why this takes you so far and above and beyond just posting. Because every time you produce a video, this is what you get. You get the keywords associated with it. You can copy those, paste them into YouTube. You get a summary of the video, the whole conversation, the whole interview that you just did. You can copy and paste that. You get key takeaways as well. You can copy and paste that into whatever it is that you're using, whether it's YouTube, all these things, whether it's a podcast hosting site, whatever it is, when you're posting online, it gives you all of this. It gives you titles that you can use, sound bites that you can use. And here's the thing, especially for us YouTubers, the chapters where people can just click on where they want to go and go ahead and do that. This right here is massive SEO for all of your podcast content, all of the things that you're posting in regards to your videos, even audio files, things of that nature. When we're talking about podcasting, this thing makes it so super easy for you to just create. And now you don't have to come up with any of this stuff. Riverside does it for you. Link is in the description if you want to grab this tool, use it for free for a while and see how that works. Now, also what this does, now this is going to be amazing for you as well. You have the ability, or Riverside gives you the ability to go ahead and make your little clips that you're going to post on things like for your reels or for your stories. It gives you that information. Now, here's one of the things that it does as well. I'll just go ahead and we'll go into one that I just recently exported. Now, I was able to do a background, and actually, let me show you that. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to pick one that I haven't exported, because then, yep, I'll pick this one. It has not exported. So this one still needs to be created. The great thing about this, when you're doing this, it gives you can do for 15 seconds, 30 seconds to a minute, and even beyond. So you can pick how long you want it to be. The thing about this is as well, it is a text editor, video editor combined. So you can highlight like some text, delete the text, and it'll take it out of the video, right? You can have brand where you can go in here and upload backgrounds, kind of like I have here. You can upload backgrounds and it'll put those backgrounds in for you. And then when it comes down to also the words on the screen, right, that people are seeing that is going along with your voice, you can read those captions there. And I'll just show for a minute. And it was a federal. Okay, so you can look on the captions. You can kind of change how the captions look. You can move them around as well. Even if I click on the captions button, it gives me different ways that I can display the captions as well. I can change the size of it, all of that. And then you just simply export it, download it, and put it wherever it is that you want. You can even use the share button, copy the link to share this with other folks as well. Riverside has made what I do so much simpler and so much easier to be able to do the thing that I'm talking about here, which is not just post. That's the thing. You want to do it so that you're not just posting, but you're actually sharing valuable information. You're actually putting yourself in a position to be able to be found because of all the tremendous SEO that goes on inside of this application. Now, how much is Riverside? Let's just see. If I wanted to go, and I'm going to do this again here. Let me just get the screen set up for you here as far as with what it is that I'm using, and we can talk about the pricing as well. So let me just share that screen with you again, and we can check this out. So you want to see the pricing. Now, these are yearly prices. You know, some of you may not want to pay the whole year. You may just want to pay the month. Let's look at the monthly prices. Now, the current plan that I'm on, as you see, is the Pro plan. You got the magic audio, sound your best, it helps that. Magic clips that I just showed you, AI transcriptions in 100 languages, that those descriptions of the videos, the keywords, the timestamps, all of that. You've got a teleprompter and the show notes as well with all of that. If you want to use Riverside to actually go live, you can do that. And for just an extra $15 a month, you can do that. So as you can see, when you're looking at what it is that you want to use, so you go above and beyond posting. Using a tool like Riverside will give you that ability to do much more and have a lot less work to do after the fact. Now, there are a lot of apps and platforms of that nature that will do bits and pieces of everything that I just showed you, but to actually have a platform that can actually allow you to do it all in one is utterly amazing. Even when you're doing live streaming with Riverside, you can select, a lot of different platforms that you want to go live on, have them all connected, and go live right inside of Riverside. I've been using Riverside actually for just over a year, started using it last year, and it has become really a go-to for me. I've used other platforms before, but even the ability of just simply recording a video, posting the video where I want it to go, and even editing the video. In another video, I'll show you how to actually edit using Riverside, because that's built in to the platform as well. Now, a lot of people use a lot of different tools to do the things that they do. You don't need a lot of tools. You just need a few that are actually going to get you where it is that you need to go. A lot of times we just need to stop believing the hype around all of this. And this is why what I want to show you now is how you can stop being scammed by salespeople that manipulate you out of your money by using fear for products and services you don't need.